All right, now let me introduce a very special guest. 2023 Gophers cornerback commitment, Za'Quan Bryan. How are we doing today, man?
Doing good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. So I guess we'll start with your football season that you wrapped up as a junior. You guys had a ton of success. You won the state championship. I guess how was that whole process for you as a player, I guess, reaching the highest point of high school football?
It was a really great feeling. We almost made the state championship my sophomore year, but we came up short. And just going back the next year and winning it just is made up for last year, and that just felt awesome.
Yeah. So you play both ends of the field, wide receiver and cornerback. Um, I guess how do you handle playing both ends of the football field, offense and defense? And was it hard for you to realize that you're only playing cornerback in college?
Yeah, it was real hard for me to realize that I was just playing one side of the ball, but I know whatever side of the ball I'm on, I'm gonna help the team a lot. So just making that change and not playing both sides and just playing one side. I know when I get to college, I have to focus on one side of the ball, but that's not hard for me to do. So I'm ready.
Yeah. I do you ever like feel tired at all during the football game playing almost the entire game, or is that something you've done your whole life and you're just used to it?
That's something I've done my whole life, so I'm used to it. So yeah.
Yeah. So on your Twitter it says that you play basketball, baseball, and you do track. So I guess life as a four sport athlete in high school must be pretty tough. How do you handle doing all that?
Yeah, it's pretty tough, but I know college is gonna be tougher. So just being able to do all four, I guess it really prepares me for college, and just know that I'm gonna always be moving and never really have time to settle down. But once I get my time to settle down, then yeah, I know I'll settle down. But yeah,
Yeah.
playing four sports is hard, but once you learn how to like maintain it and control it, then it comes pretty easy.
Yeah. What position do you play in baseball?
I play shortstop, left field, and right field.
Yeah. What events do you do in track?
Track, I do 100, 200, 4x1, and triple jump.
Wow. Very cool. So you obviously just took your official visit last weekend to Minnesota at the Summer Splash event. I guess how was that kind of whole experience? And I guess like what for someone that might not know, what did the whole I guess weekend entail for you?
It was a great experience. Just being out there with the guys and also being with the coaches more. And them they being more involved, and not just like not really in meetings all day, but yeah, them being more involved. That showed me that Minnesota is the right place for me. And the guys, they it's like I'm not even there yet, but they brought me in like I was a brother, like I went there and they just showed me a good time, and yeah, I love it.
Yeah, definitely. So PJ Fleck's obviously an interesting head coach, big personality. What was your kind of first impressions meeting him compared to like all the other coaches you met?
Well, my first impression was he's like my coach in high school. He's loud, but also he's always involved. He's not just sitting there and doing nothing. He's involved with everything during practice. So that made me feel like basically going up to Minnesota practicing for Coach Fleck is just like practicing for high school. It's the same thing. The practices are fast, just how we practice, and but yeah, that's really it.
Yeah. So you obviously were you still are a highly touted recruit. You have had a bunch of other offers. I guess what ultimately stood out about Minnesota compared to other schools causing you to commit?
Definitely the coaches. The coaches, they're in contact. I talk to every coach at least once or twice a week. So that really showed me that Minnesota is very interested in me, and that really like made me pick Minnesota.
Yeah. So everyone always talks about the relationship you have with the coaches and how they recruited you. How much, I guess, does success the program has? Like, they've last few season they had 9 wins last year. Almost made it to the Big Ten championship the year before. How much does the team winning and getting players drafted into the NFL impact your decision as a recruit?
It impacted me a lot. That shows that Minnesota, Minnesota, they are really invested in their players, and they want to do their best to try to get their players into the NFL. And that's my goal, is to get into the NFL. And I know with Minnesota, I have a great chance at doing that.
Yeah, definitely. So I guess kind of the theme of your guys' recruiting class 2023, there's been a lot of local Minnesota guys who've decided to stay home and commit to the Gophers. So I guess from your point of view as a guy from Georgia, does that like I guess change your view on the Gophers at all? You're like, oh, if all these in-state guys are staying home, there must be a pretty good program.
Yes, definitely. When you look at it, some people they're from different states, but they never go to school, that college in their state. But with Minnesota, there's like 5 or 6 guys that committed that live in Minnesota, so that really showed me that Minnesota is definitely a top, like a top Big Ten program, and just those guys staying home, I knew that it was the right decision.
Yeah. So you obviously just spent a weekend with a bunch of the other recruits. How was kind of your relationship with all the other guys in your class grown since you committed a few months ago?
Well, at first we barely talked, but yeah, after that official visit, we all, like, it's like we just got closer from that first day. The first day we hung out, all of us, we sat together, we just talked about life, talked about things that we want to do, but also things that we know that's going to help Minnesota out with football in this 2023 class. And but yeah, we definitely got a stronger bond from that official visit.
Yeah. Are so are there any guys that you like to look at if it's in college or the NFL, guys at the next level that you like to look at their game and build on it from your game, I guess?
Yeah. I look a lot at Jalen Ramsey, but also Justin Wally that played for Minnesota. I look at how he plays and how physical he is, but also how disciplined he is. How he breaks on the ball, like his footwork, and so that that's a lot that I look at. And plus, with him playing already there in Minnesota, my freshman year, I know that he can help me out a lot. So hopefully I can be a freshman All American, sophomore All American, just like he was.
Yeah. How would you describe, I guess, your game as a football player to someone who's never seen you play before?
I am definitely I'm really physical. I like to hit. I'm not as scared of contact. Um, but also I like to make big plays. But I'm very disciplined. I know when and when not to bait the quarterback. So but yeah, that's a lot of things that I'm really good at.
Yeah. Last few questions I'll get you out on here. So I saw that you were fishing this weekend. That what I guess what lake did you go on? And is that something you kind of always done in Georgia? Because it's obviously a big thing in Minnesota.
Yeah, it was Lake Minnetonka. I can't remember what it
Yeah,
was.
Minnetonka. Yeah.
Yeah, Minnetonka. It was that lake. Yeah, they got some really big bass out there. But yeah, I've always fished since I was little. Fishing is my piece. So anytime I'm, like, I don't feel right, or I'm in like the wrong headspace, I definitely go to fishing just to clear my mind and just to get back.
Yeah, Minnesota's a great place to do that. Everyone does that
Yeah.
here. So last question. You're obviously from Georgia. Have you, I guess, the winters in Minnesota are a lot different than in Savannah, Georgia. Have you ever seen snow before, I guess?
Yes, it snowed one time in Drew. Well, it didn't really snow a lot, but it was a little bit. But I got to see it for the first time, and but I know Minnesota snows way different than than down here. So, but I'm ready though. I'm ready.
Yeah, you might have to do some ice fishing, I guess, for the first time. But yeah. That's all I got for you today. I really appreciate you coming on, and I guess we're looking forward to seeing you in a Gophers uniform in a few years.
I'm ready.
Awesome. Thanks, man.